Now on Nightside, a hit and run near Spokane Falls Community College turned into a second-degree assault where police found the suspect after he ran from the scene.
Foggy and gray for Friday, but we're tracking the next round of wet weather for the weekend. I'll let you know how that will impact your early holiday travel plans in the First Alert forecast.
And a Cheney student planned to blow up his school. One of his parents says he knew the explosives he built. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. And breaking news just into our newsroom in the last 2 hours. A truck on North Holy Names Court near Spokane Falls Community College almost hit a person, then crashed into a fire hydrant. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. The driver got out of the truck and pointed a gun at someone standing nearby. Spokane police arrived with a K-9 unit and managed to track him down 40 minutes later by the river. He was arrested and is charged now with hit and run and second-degree assault.
Well, and you can see in that footage by Jordan Smith that it was very foggy out there, and it is continuing to be foggy tonight. That could make driving conditions more dangerous in the morning.
Yeah, let's check in with Chris.
Yes, not only visibility-wise, but that fog freezing to the roadways. A lot of sparkly streets around the inland Northwest. This is the view from the station across to the arena, and it's, thank goodness they've got those bright LED lights, or we wouldn't be able to see a thing. It has gotten thick. Patchy freezing fog tonight through tomorrow morning. Then we're going to be in the fog and low clouds, I think, pretty much all day in Spokane. You will get some clearing down on the Palouse, Pullman, Moscow. Rain coming in late Saturday and into a windy and showery Sunday with mountain snow and valley rain. Visibility right now less than a quarter mile from Spokane Valley through downtown and out to Airway Heights. It is thick. Things a little bit clearer over in Coeur d'Alene and Hayden. 4-mile visibility in Deer Park, and temperatures are below freezing throughout the entire region. A lot of 20s on the map. 30 right now in Spokane. It's 31 in Coeur d'Alene. We're not going to drop much from these current readings, but we'll be solidly in the 20s across the region. So again, a slick morning commute. Here's a look at your Friday planner. Low clouds and fog throughout the day, a high temperature of 37. That's counting on a little bit of sun. If we clear out more, we'll be up into the lower 40s. I'll tell you more about that system on the way for the weekend, and have your Thanksgiving forecast. That's in the 7-day outlook now in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Well, a Cheney teenager is behind bars tonight, admitting to building 3 explosive devices to blow up his school.
Court documents reveal the suspect admitted his plan to a school counselor at Wynn Alternative High School, who promptly notified police. According to those court documents, within an hour of admitting his plan, police were actively investigating the claims. Police reached out to the teen's father, who verified the threat and said he knew the bombs were real because his son had told him about them. At his father's home, they found an explosive described as a firework trapped in tinfoil containing BBs. Members of the Spokane County Bomb Squad found the other 2 explosive devices at the suspect's mother's home. Police searched Wynn Academy along with Cheney Middle School and transportation facilities as a precaution, but no more devices were found. The teen has no prior criminal record, and his attorney emphasized that he's battling significant mental health issues. He'll meet with a mental health professional soon. His next hearing is set for November 28th.
Several Spokane public school buses were pulled over while police were investigating a potential threat called in from a bus. Spokane police confirmed to 4 News Now that 2 first graders were behind that threat. All the buses involved were heading to the schools listed on your screen, and those buses were searched, but nothing was found. The district does encourage anyone who sees or hears anything concerning related to SBS to call the campus safety line.
The suspect in the Liberty Lake child luring incident was released from jail this afternoon.
According to Liberty Lake, police officers were able to catch 59-year-old Larry Munyon using relatively new technology. While walking home from school, a 13-year-old girl was approached by Munyon, who repeatedly asked her to get into his car. He even blocked her from her path when she refused. That girl then called her father, and once he arrived, the suspect ran off. Police were able to identify and arrest Munyon using a nearby flock camera with license plate recognition.
It still feels very detached, like you know that it's scary, but also like, it's so hard to imagine it happening to you, and so when it brings it closer, that's definitely scary.
Well, today, Munyon, who was previously charged with criminal charges for lewd conduct with a minor, was released. His arraignment is set for November 29th. The Spokane Chief of Police, Craig Meidel, has served in the city for nearly 30 years, and he's been chief for 7.
And at the end of the year, he's hanging up the badge. And today, we sat down with Chief Meidel to discuss his decision. When Meidel looks back at his 30 years of service, he says he tries not to be prideful, but is happy about what his team has been able to accomplish. He says the department was able to navigate through times of instability, especially with police reform and the Abolish the Police movement. The chief's resignation letter comes after Spokane elected a new mayor, a new city council president, and other new city council members. Meidel says the new left-leaning leadership did play a role in his decision.
This seemed like the opportune time to move on. We're going to get a new mayor. We're going to have multiple new council members. Having a chief come in that can learn that philosophy and embrace that philosophy, move forward with that philosophy, sounds like a good timing to me.
Chief Meidel says he's going to miss coming into work every day feeling like he can make a difference in someone's life. He plans to stay in Spokane but doesn't know what his future holds. You can watch Marissa Rios' full interview with Chief Meidel on KXLY.com.
Well, new on Nightside, police in Washington state are searching for a missing couple who disappeared under suspicious circumstances. According to a statement posted on Facebook by the Thurston County Sheriff's Office, deputies conducted a welfare check at Karen and DeVito Kep's home on Monday after one of them failed to show up to work. And they realized that the couple was missing. Investigators say they initially thought the couple's car was missing too, but later found it a few miles from Karen's workplace in Olympia, and they have 2 sons together.
Well, take a look at this. A car crashed through the front of a home this morning off of Wellesley Avenue in northeast Spokane. One neighbor describes what happened.
At a highway speed, he was coming up Wellesley, go through 2 different properties down the street, hits our yard, goes through the fence, out this side of the fence, he shots through the house.
Spokane police say amazingly no injuries were reported and the investigation does not appear to be criminal. Well, it's been a long time coming, and a new stretch of the North Spokane corridor are now open for drivers.
A first look at the new part of the roadway and new law enforcement coming to Hayden, Idaho.
Well, Jack Legg managed to break out of the fog at his house up at 2,700 feet on Liberty Lake. Sent this picture from this morning of some blue sky and the sunshine filtered through the trees and the fog. I'll be back to tell you about the wet weather on the way for the weekend and have your Thanksgiving forecast.
If you really love me, you'll stay up.
Did you correct the thing in the New York Times about Fielder being a stiff actor?
And now say yeah.
Yeah.
And they better do it.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+. 4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team at Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Funds are limited. Apply today. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hi, I'm Michelle with APH Buys Homes, and we buy houses for cash. We're local home buyers who help homeowners in difficult situations Get paid fast. Inherited houses, foreclosures, family disputes, rented or vacant, even nicer homes you just can't keep up with. We buy them all. So before you call anyone else, give us a call for a free cash offer. Just call 509-818-1800. That's 509-818-1800.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
He's got the stars.
Yeah.
The studs.
I don't remember a time in my life I didn't watch his show.
And the unexpected.
I've always thought of you as Dave Jr.
Every hair on my body is standing up right now.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, new weeknights on ABC.
4 News Now is brought to you by Washington Trust Bank.
Welcome back. It's been a long time coming, but northbound lanes of a new stretch of the North Spokane corridor are now open for drivers. This is the latest piece. It's a 1.5 miles long, and it allows you to drive on Highway 395 all the way down to Wellesley. And the Wellesley interchange now connects North Freya back to Wellesley. As we know, this project is decades in the making, with the original plans dating all the way back to 1946. The goal is to provide easy travel for drivers heading from the north to the south part of Spokane County or vice versa. Project leaders say Spokane drivers may notice a difference in heavily trafficked areas like Division, as larger trucks hauling freight will opt to use this new route instead. But for the people who live in Hilliard and other parts of northeast Spokane, seeing progress like this, it's a big win.
And at a catalytic moment in Hilliard's long, rich history, the completion of this significant investment in transportation infrastructure will not only pay dividends for decades to come, but it will catalyze myriad other developments in both public and private.
70% of the North Spokane corridor is now done, but as we know, there's still a lot more to go. Phases 2 and 3 connecting Mission, South Sprague are set to start in the next 2 years, with a final goal, of course, of connecting it all to I-90 by 2030. Southbound lanes of this newly completed stretch of highway are set to open tomorrow at noon.
In 2030, I mean, it's only 7 years away. we gotta get going. Hey, look at this cute video with a couple of moose caught on camera making the first tracks of the season on Mount Spokane. The ski and snowboard park posted this clip from their webcams this morning, and a lot of us getting excited to hit the slopes. The moose are beating us already.
Yeah. All right, snow up there.
Yeah.
When might we see some snow down here?
You know, I don't see much sign of it, maybe a little mix, but no. How about fog? I've got plenty of fog in the forecast. Let's take a look at their time lapse from today. This is about what tomorrow is going to look like, but we did get a little bit of late day sun here in Spokane. It was a treat, and then that little crescent moon, and then the fog redeveloped right away, and it's certainly foggy right now. Patchy freezing fog, that is the concern. Those sparkly streets are slick. 28 degrees for an overnight low. Tomorrow a high of 37. Fog and low clouds, a familiar mantra in the inland northwest this time of year. We do have our next big thing on the way, and that is a cold front for Saturday night. It is going to bring mostly rain on Saturday to the Cascade Passes. If you've got college kids making that track, then it's going to move through the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, bringing rain right about Saturday midnight to the region. That will begin to, our snow level will begin to drop by Sunday morning, but about that time we're going to be drying out. By the time it would be getting down around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, it's going to continue in the mountains. I'll show you here on our forecast radar a close-up. The rain comes in around midnight, staying as rain or rain-snow mix on the Cascade Passes. Then we bring that rain into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. By 7 a.m., snow level down to Lookout Pass. However, accumulations there, maybe an inch, most likely even less. Throughout the day on Sunday, we'll see some rain continuing in the valleys on a hit and miss basis, but the winds are really going to be picking up. Here's Sunday at midnight, or Saturday at midnight. The front goes through. We've got that precipitation in progress. As that moves off to the east, our winds begin to pick up. 22-mile-per-hour gusts at 6 in the morning in Spokane, with higher gusts in Ritzville, Pullman in the 40-mile-per-hour range, and then things will slowly die down as we get into Sunday night. So dry for the next couple of days. Wet weather coming in Saturday into a windy Sunday. wouldn't rule out some snow trying to mix in, but most likely not. I think we're going to keep that snow in the mountains, and then a few dry days, just a slight chance of precipitation on Thanksgiving. Right now, it's just a very outside chance, but I do want to mention it just in case you're planning an outdoor feast. We've seen that done before, or you have turkey bowl plans. Overnight lows, for the most part, through the 7-day forecast, will be down below freezing.
Yeah.
So
we're getting used to it now, I think, at least a little bit.
I mean, sorta.
Kinda.
The glistening streets are back.
And the scraping of the windows.
Right.
You may have to do that when you leave it tonight.
Right. All right, Chris, thank you. Well, the city of Hayden is growing rapidly, and because of that growth, it's adding more law enforcement to the area.
For the first time, the Hayden City Council approved an ordinance to create a public safety commission. The goal, to make sure that funding for the county sheriff's office is being spent properly. The mayor says the city doesn't have a police department. They've set a contract with the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office for help, and starting this year, the city is funding 6 more deputies.
We expect that the commission will be taking a look at the statistics that the sheriff gives us every month and taking a look at the types of incidents, the amount of response, the hours spent, and analyzing that to perhaps look at a future direction for the law enforcement needs that we have.
The commissioners will all be volunteering jobs. Anyone who lives in Hayden is eligible to apply. Well, the start of the holiday season is inching closer, which can add some stress if you're on a tight budget.
As you prepare your family's Thanksgiving meal, you want to make the most of your money. So we went to a local Walmart and asked for tips to make your money go further this year. One way is to plan ahead. Make a list of everything you want to buy and then compare the price of your items everywhere.
The Walmart app, you can make a list, right? And you can have your hearted items and you can put them into saved categories. And so I would suggest going through some of those online, possibilities and looking through some of the things that you want, maybe searching and finding and then sending it out to your families so you can kind of calculate that is.
Walmart stores nationwide have also announced they'll be removing inflation prices from everything you'll need to make a traditional Thanksgiving meal.
Around the Northwest, things are heating up between Starbucks and their Seattle employees. Jackie Kent reports.
We fight! We fight! We are really fighting to come to the bargaining table, and regardless of what Starbucks is advertising, they are not true to their word.
It's a heated back and forth between Starbucks employees and the coffee giant's corporate offices. Hundreds of workers across Washington held signs and chanted outside unionized stores, alleging they are overworked and underpaid.
I actually don't live in the city because I cannot afford to live in the city.
Lou Epstein loves the camaraderie and whipping up drink orders on University, but claims it doesn't pay the bills.
Many of us have 2 to 3 jobs in order to afford cost of living here in Seattle.
Bruce Halstead from the flagship store says in contract negotiations, they're pushing for $25 an hour to start for all employees in Seattle, including entry-level staff. They hope a pay bump can help attract more great workers who want to make Starbucks their career.
We are so understaffed that a single barista is doing the work of 3 people, and it is extremely unsafe. Wait times get up to 45 minutes to an hour.
Starbucks, in an emailed statement, writes in part that the Workers United Union has not agreed to meet to progress contract bargaining in more than 5 months.
They will try to schedule a bargaining session about 1 to 2 days in advance.
Starbucks in a statement says it has improved its scheduling process, letting workers know a few weeks in advance what their schedule is. Is that enough?
It is not enough.
Starbucks recently announced that starting next year, it will be offering a 3% raise for hourly employees, among other benefits. For now, reporting in Seattle, Jackie Kent, KOMO News.
The city marathon runner was about to get her best time yet, that is, until she saw something unexpected along the route. The little life she saved, next on Nightside.
Later tonight on Nightline, Sean Combs sued by his ex-girlfriend Cassie, who accuses the mogul of rape, sex trafficking, and years of abuse. Plus, Mike the Situation Sorrentino from six-pack club rat to sober suburban dad.
Download the KXLY Plus app for live updates all day.
Bounced from one doctor to the next.
Did they even send my lab work? Wait, was I supposed to bring that? Then there's the forms, the bills, the nota bills, the... Press forward and repeat the caption.
Healthcare can get a whole lot easier when your medical records, care, and coverage are in one place. At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together for all that is you.
The clock is ticking down to turkey time, and you know we got the deals. During the Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row. Shop today because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up. And with the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed, it's the perfect time to design a new living room, dining room, bedroom, or fall into a new mattress. Check out doorbusters while they last, plus 6 years, no interest. There's a lot to be thankful for during the Black Friday Super Sale. On now at Furniture Row.
Lewis Culligan, your local water experts since 1936. The world's most efficient water softener. Safer drinking water in every glass. Convenient, reliable delivery. Industry-leading technology. Here for every water worry.
The updated COVID vaccine is available now and at no cost for most people 6 months and older. If it's been more than 2 months since your last COVID vaccine or infection, it's time to maximize your protection against the latest variants. The updated vaccine reduces your risk of serious illness or developing long COVID symptoms, even if you've already been vaccinated or infected. So schedule your appointment today. To learn more about the vaccine, where to get it, and how to stay safe and healthy, visit takecarewa.org.
Expect even more from KXLY Plus. Live updates from the 4 News Now team. Breaking news as it happens. Weather every 10 minutes. Free on your time. Download the app, connect to your streaming TV, and connect on KXLY Plus.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
All right, thanks for staying up with Nightside. There's still a lot doctors don't know about long COVID, but a new study hints that a common medication may protect against it. Researchers from the University of Minnesota found people who take a drug used to treat high blood sugar levels may have a lower risk of developing the condition. The drug is called metformin and is typically prescribed to patients with type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance caused by conditions like PCOS. New on Nightside, the application period for federal student aid opens on December 1st.
And this year's paperwork is going to be a little different. It now includes fewer than 50 questions. The old version was more than 100 questions and had not been updated since the Reagan administration. Changes have also been made to the formula that officials say will result in 610,000 new Pell Grants being awarded. Washington Senator Patty Murray, who helped negotiate the deal, says, quote, "This is a significant overhaul that will mean fewer headaches over paperwork and more aid reaching more students."
What if I am a match and I actually could help this girl and I didn't do anything about it?
A life-saving connection made in an unexpected place, TikTok. In a satirical post, college student Katie Hallam made light of her medical challenge, attempting to find moments of humor despite facing a life-threatening situation after being dosed with IgA nephropathy in college, an incurable kidney disorder. Savannah Stahlbaumer found her TikTok post and reached out to see if she could help. Then, after months of testing, a life-changing miracle. Savannah learned she was Katie's perfect match for a kidney transplant.
To know that Savannah, who only knew me from the internet, was so willing to give up a part of herself, it was incredibly humbling.
Now feeling a lot better, Katie is working as a reporter for a radio station, and Savannah will start nursing school in January.
Amazing.
Pretty great story. New on Nightside, a Chicago Marathon runner was about to get her best time yet.
That was until she saw something unexpected along the route. David Muir has the story.
Tonight here, the marathon runner who gave up her best time for a very good reason. 26-year-old Sarah Bowen running the Chicago Marathon on her way to beating a personal record when suddenly she saw something near mile 21, a baby kitten. He was shaking. Sarah picked him up. Sarah just happened to be running for a local animal shelter, Paws Chicago, and she carried that kitten for about a mile until the Maldonado family along the route was so moved by what they were seeing, they offered to adopt the kitten on the spot during the race. Right here tonight.
Hello, David. I'm Andrea Maldonado. Thank you for having me on. I'd like you to meet Casper, our friendly cat.
That family naming him Casper for his white fur and black spots.
You're never expecting to come home from a marathon with a cat, but he brings so much love and joy into our home.
Casper now at home with 5-month-old baby Enzo. And tonight, that animal shelter, Paws Chicago.
Hi, David.
Medical Director Emily Acker.
He's well hydrated. He's a little thin, but I think he's gonna fix that in no time. Hi, Casper.
And of course tonight, the runner, Sarah.
Hi, David.
Telling us she would stop that race again.
It's beautiful. I'm very thankful, and I wouldn't have changed it for the world.
The Washington State Cougars have their backs against the wall as we enter the final 2 weeks of the regular season, and the key to winning this weekend could come down to the play of quarterback Cam Ward. Coming up in sports, see what stat he leads the nation in and why it's not good for Wazoo.
Download the KXLY Plus app for weather every 10 minutes.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Are you ready? Let's do this! Big bucks on Whammies!
It's life-changing.
This is a lot of money. I'm going to press my luck and stop. Is that Elizabeth Banks? There's a shot at $1 million. Let's go.
Press your luck Tuesday 10/9 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Bounce from one doctor to the next. Does it have to be like this?
At Kaiser Permanente, we have a different kind of health care.
So, how did you like that?
Where all of us work together for all that is you.
I'm Chad Young from the EasyHomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With the EasyHomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
If you're looking for a new Tundra or Tacoma truck, Findlay Downtown Toyota has over 70 in stock and ready to go. And if you're looking for a new RAV4, Highlander, or a Toyota 4Runner, we have over 100 in stock with great financing options. And if you're looking for a quality used vehicle, we've got a whole city block full of fantastic choices that come with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. So if you're looking for a great selection at a great price, you can find it at Findlay.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com denominated. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
As we enter the final 2 weeks of the college football regular season, it certainly feels like the Washington State Cougars are just trying to end it with a win, despite still having a small chance to make their 8th straight bowl game. That just feels like a long shot at this point. And if they can somehow pull off a miracle, it's most likely going to come down to the play of the man behind center. Quarterback Cam Ward has looked stellar at times this season, throwing for more than 3,100 yards and accounting for 26 touchdowns. In fact, his September campaign was one of the best in the country as he had the Cougs rolling to a 4-0 record and ranked 13th in the nation. But since then, his play has taken a massive dip. Through October and November, Ward has only thrown for 7 touchdowns to go along with his 5 interceptions. And that ball security point has been an issue all season long, as his 11 fumbles also lead the FBS, which was a huge reason why the Cougs dropped their last weekend's game out in Berkeley.
Well, I don't think you ever accept that's who he is. You know, I think on the sneak, you know, it's unacceptable to lose the ball, period. You know, the one when he's throwing it, you know, is very difficult. He's throwing the ball, and the guy made a good play on the backside. And, you know, sometimes, like I said, I grew up on Brett Favre. You know, you take some of the good with the bad. When he makes the amazing play and hits Josh Kelly down the field, everyone celebrates it, you know. But then when it goes wrong and there's not elite ball security, obviously he's very disappointed in it. Let's be clear there. There's not one time where Cam just says, oh, he's flippant about it. He's not. He understands that turn the ball over twice, which led to 14 points, and it's a 3-point game. Like, he's very aware of what the consequences are of not taking care of it. So we got to continue to address it. And, you know, this isn't the last level he's going to be playing at with people rushing him. So we got to continue to get him better at for his future as well.
Cougs in the Bus will kick off tomorrow evening at 7:30, and despite losing 6 straight, Washington State still enters this one as 4-point favorites. Now make sure to follow along with 4 News Now and on social media, as we'll have live reports from Pullman tomorrow throughout the afternoon and into the evening as the Cougs play one last Pac-12 game in Martin Stadium. Reporting in studio, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
New on Nightside, if you went shopping at the Fred Meyer on Sprague and Sullivan tonight, you may have seen a familiar face with a bell standing outside the doors.
Would have been hard to miss it because he's pretty tall. Gonzaga forward Ben Gregg was out supporting the Spokane community tonight, ringing the bell for the Salvation Army. The money they raise will go to vulnerable kids and families, and this year they have some extra special recipients. The program will also help victims of the recent wildfires in Spokane.
Cold outside and the holidays are coming, and it's a great way to raise money to give people that aren't as fortunate a place for warm shelter, and to give them presents as well as the holiday season is coming up.
Like the Elf Hat, Ben, 4 News Now and other local businesses are supporting the Salvation Army by taking part in the corporate kettle kickoff. You can go to KXLY.com to donate to our virtual red kettle.
Vanna White, tomorrow on GMA. After signing on for more seasons with Wheel of Fortune, Vanna opens up about what she's most excited for, about Pat's last season, and who was her favorite guest ever. So, who was it? Watch GMA tomorrow to find out.
Download the KXLY Plus app for breaking news. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
I met Anidas 10 years ago. He didn't have bad credit, but he just had no credit to begin with. I took the time to really go over some options with him. Fast forward 10 years down the road, he's got his business account with Numerica. He's looking to buy his second home also with Numerica.
We are Grocery Outlet and we are your Bargain Bliss Market. What is Bargain Bliss? You know that feeling you get when you find the name brands you love but for way, way less? That's Bargain Bliss. This Thanksgiving, we're giving you even more reasons to celebrate. We are offering you $21 off a Jenny O frozen turkey with in-store discount. That's as low as 50 cents a pound. So why wait? Hurry into your neighborhood grocery outlet today, because this deal is only available while supplies last.
Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market.
Hi, I'm Michelle with APH Buys Homes, and we buy houses for cash. We're local home buyers who help homeowners in difficult situations get paid fast. Inherited houses, foreclosures, family disputes, rented or vacant, even nicer homes you just can't keep up with. We buy them all. So before you call anyone else, give us a call for a free cash offer. Just call 509-818-1800. That's 509-818-1800.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Funds are limited. Apply today. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is a foggy night across the inland northwest, and that fog is going to be sticking around at least in the Spokane area through most of the day. Friday, you'll clear out nicely down on the Palouse. Get that northeasterly, yes, downsloping winds. It'll be warmer there, too, in the 40s.
Okay. Need to say, I'm actually off tomorrow because I'll be in Pullman for that Cougars game, and somebody here is going on maternity leave next week. I'm leaving a little while. That's right. So this is my last newscast with you for the next few months probably, and we can't wait to meet your little boy.
He is on his way, and I can't wait to introduce him to all of you, and of course my family here at KXLY. So we will be sending updates. The baby watch is almost over. I'm so excited. I'm probably the most excited.
Fun.
Yeah, for sure. All right, have a great night, everybody.